welcome one and all to the Marshall, Carter, and Dark Worlds Fair. You'll absolutely love what we have in store for you. The wave of the future, but not in 10 or 20 years, but here for you, now, today. Hathaway Electronics proudly presents the Model T-69 personal robotic assistant. Yes, man. It'll mop the floors, do the dishes, vacuum the bedroom, and even prepare your meals for your husband so you can relax, kick up your feet, and enjoy a glass or bottle of wine.
Ma'am, are you feeling all right?
Oh, leave me alone, you big toaster.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the reference.
Just go away. I don't need a robot to take care of me. I was just fine before you came along.
Ma'am, my sensors detect you are unwell, fatigued.
Is that what I paid $300,000 for? So a toaster could tell me the obvious?
Allow me to help you. You appear tired. I will initiate charging protocols. Please turn over and present your charging port.
My charging port? You hopeless piece of junk. Humans can't be plugged into the wall. Get off me!
Please remain calm. I guarantee you'll feel much better soon.
No, stop!
Have you seen the latest notification regarding our old friends at Marshall, Carter, and Dark?
Give me the short version.
There was a tip-off that MC&D were holding another auction. In itself, interesting enough. But it seems that the star of the auction was a new product from Hathaway Biomechanics, aka Hathaway Electronics.
So what was the star of the auction?
A robot!
I knew it. I'm out.
What? Why?
This is gonna be some anime robot girl that's all kawaii and says ooh-woo every 5 seconds.
I didn't say that.
If you're interested in it, I'm sure that's what it's gonna be.
Cut me a little slack. Anything MC&D is usually worth a look. So, what do you think?
It's a robot.
Really cool, though. Apparently, there are only like 6 of these things for sale. Only a couple sold, but our man on the inside was able to smuggle this one out.
How'd he manage that?
Well, the CEO of Hathaway, Anthony Berkshire, let's just say he received some heavy investment, and these things were a flop.
So they scrapped the project after the failed auction?
The project and the CEO.
Ouch.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kloss, and this is Agent Chen.
A pleasure to meet you, gentlemen.
So, you're a robot?
Indeed, I am. A product of Hathaway Biomechanics. I aim to serve.
What are the 3 laws of robotics?
First law. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
Correct. Second law.
A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings except where such orders should conflict with the first law.
And the third?
A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
Perfect. Pretty cool, huh, Chen? Huh?
Well, what about the 4th law?
What 4th law?
Should Kloss continue annoying Chen, Chen will be obligated to put his foot in your face.
Grumpy. At the recent auction, how many robots like you were sold?
Only 2 units surpassed the reserve price. They were sold as a functional pair.
What's a functional pair?
It means they were designed to work together. A so-called husband-wife combination.
I see. And who are the buyers of these units?
A Mr. and Mrs. Stonefeller.
Thank you. Do you know the whereabouts? Professor, we were just interrogating this robot.
Never mind that for the moment. We've just received information that a Foundation person of interest was found murdered. I need you to drop this for now and investigate what happened.
Who was murdered?
The wife of the billionaire couple, the Stonefellers. A coincidence? Doesn't seem likely, does it?
Not in the least, but those 3 laws should have stopped a robot from killing Mrs. Stonefeller.
That's true. Perhaps it wasn't the robot. Maybe the robot is a cover-up, a way of drawing our attention away from the real killer.
Time to find out.
Good evening, boys. You can call me Officer Rick.
This is getting ridiculous.
What is?
Forget it. Just forget it.
What's got his goat?
We've had a couple run-ins with your relatives in the past.
Barnaby, the turtle farmer.
No. They were all law enforcement, like you.
Oh, I see. Surprised you would recognize me. We all look so different, you know.
Right.
Anyway, we've mostly cleared out. Leave it to you boys then. Mr. Stonefeller's in his office, waiting for you for questions and whatnot. Figure out, who done it, or why they done it, or how they done it, or when they done it, or if they did it at all,
To call this room an office was a vast understatement. Huge vaulted ceilings and mahogany wood adorned the room. To one side was a large fireplace. On the opposite end, a stately office table with green leather batwing chairs. The back wall held volumes of books, and in front of it a small coffee table with leather chairs and a sofa. Mr. Stonefeller sat in one of them, a whiskey sifter on the table in front of him. In the corner stood the pair of robots in a glass container on a dolly. The male robot appeared to be disabled.
Mr. Stonefeller, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Loss? Is that what you would call this? It's murder.
Who do you think did this?
Not whom, but what.
Pardon?
That blasted Hathaway contraption, obviously. What else?
Are you aware of the rules of robotics?
I've read my Asimov. I know the rules.
Then how can you explain the robot having done this?
First of all, how do you know the rules were applied? Second of all, the CEO of Hathaway, that idiot Berkshire, wouldn't know a microwave oven from a blender. He's the one responsible for this.
I see. Might we have a look at your wife?
She's upstairs, in the master bedroom. She hasn't been moved.
We'll be right back. What do you make of him?
Telling the truth, or a very good actor, seems pretty angry.
Wouldn't you be?
If the robot did it, of course. If he did it, though.
Okay, but why would he do it? What's the motive?
Their fortune. Who does it belong to?
You think it was her fortune? He killed his wife to get his hands on the money?
Wouldn't be the first time, or the last.
The body lied on its side in the bed. On the table were pills and glasses. She clearly had been quite ill at the time. Klaus looked over the medication on the table.
Nothing here that points to foul play or an accidental overdose.
Don't overthink it, Doc. It's pretty clear how she went out. Chen pointed to the electrical cord plugged into the back of her neck.
I'm going to make a quick call to Lucius, see if we can find out who actually owns the Stonefeller fortune.
Did you see it? Bloody thing electrocuted her to death.
Well, we did see the plug.
And? Isn't it obvious what happened?
It all relies on one assumption, sir.
What assumption?
It's clear your wife was electrocuted. What isn't so clear yet is who or what did it.
What are you insinuating?
Mr. Stonefeller, who would gain from your wife's untimely demise?
Who? There is no who. It's just that infernal machine gone haywire.
No fortune bequeathed in her will to someone else?
Her will?
Excuse me one moment. Lucius! Yes. Right? No. Well, maybe. Okay. Understood. Thank you.
Well?
I messed up. The fortune is his, inherited through generations. She married into his money.
Oh, you did mess up.
Mr. Stonefeller, I apologize.
You bloody well should.
Robot,
Yes, sir. How may I be of assistance?
Did you attempt to recharge Mrs. Stonefeller?
Her vital signs appear low. Her heartbeat was low. I attempted to restore power to her battery.
By plugging her into the wall?
Yes, sir. We are capable of charging at 110 or 220 volts.
Got it. Thanks.
You are welcome.
Jen, let's take the robots back with us. We can have a better look at them back at HQ and decide whether they should be deactivated or studied further.
Deactivated? You can't deactivate me.
I believe your AI is either faulty or wasn't programmed right from the beginning.
No, you can't do this. Help me! Don't let them take me away! Don't leave me with these humans!
Chen rolled the robots out as she pounded on the glass casing.
We'll be in contact if there's any further information we require.
Just promise me one thing.
What's that, sir?
Destroy the blasted thing. Destroy them both.
We'll do our best. Good night.
They always forget the zeroth law. A robot may not harm humanity or by an action allow humanity to come to harm. These humans. They don't understand that they are their own worst enemy. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a few apples to save the whole barrel.
SCP-6809. Object Class: Euclid. SCP-6809 is a collection of 6 artificially intelligent humanoid automatons, designed and manufactured by Group of Interest 414, Hathaway Biomechanics LLC. Instances possess near-identical mechanical construction, and are henceforth referred to as SCP-6809-1 through -6. 6809 instances superficially resemble humans, with artificial musculature and skin that mimics human appearance. The most notable differences in appearance are black sclera in the eyes and the presence of a charging port between the cervical and thoracic vertebrae. Physical capabilities afforded by the mechanical chassis are around the same level of strength that could be expected from a human of similar size and build. Instances are powered by a series of internally stored batteries that require charging roughly every 8 to 15 hours, depending on activity level. All instances are fully autonomous and controlled by an internally stored artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligences present within 6809 instances are capable of learning and operate under a set of permanent goals and guidelines outlining behavior, prioritizing assistance with various tasks often associated with housekeeping or service, such as cleaning, cooking, and assisting children and the elderly. Each instance has shown emotional responses to various stimuli, with the specifics varying on the instance, suggesting the development of individual personalities. Each instance of 6809 is to be held in individual medium-risk humanoid containment cells. Instances are to be contained under standard humanoid security procedures, and are to be given access to one Type B electrical wall socket for the purposes of charging. Psychological evaluations are underway to assess the level of individual sapience in each instance. Recommendations to allow 6809 instances to assist in low-level work on site are pending full screening for any possible espionage methods present in the instances.
Artificial intelligence permeates everything leading to the future. AI-generated art and stories are becoming commonplace today, but be wary how far we take it. One day the line between AI and sentience could be blurred.
As always, have a care and remember to subscribe, like, and share, if you would. Until next time, farewell.